Hey Tony. So my good dear friend from Facebook, Tony, has proposed a topic: healing the physical body. Healing the physical body. Well, I'm certainly no expert on this. If anything, I'm more of an enigma. So I won't get into my experiences. We're all different, and I definitely am feeling a lot of what other people are feeling physically, but I'm definitely unique. I won't get into all that, but being in the health community, spiritual community, all those kind of grouped together online, Facebook-wise, I think I have some thoughts on that. A lot of them are approaches other people do. It's up to you ultimately, Tony, but or whoever's interested in this topic. There's a lot of approaches. A lot of people, they do Reiki. I hear great things about Reiki. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Crystals have huge healing properties. Basically, there's a lot of ways to heal the physical body, and a lot of people do them, and so there's a lot of information out there. Obvious ones are by treating your body well, watching what you eat. We're highly toxified beings. We really are. If you think about how highly toxified we are, it's really to a proportion that we're not really addressing it in the scale that it actually is. We hit certain points, we talk about certain things, but in actual truth, at this point, we're toxified on every level. We're toxified in the mind from conditioning, television, schooling, society, all that stuff, movies, commercials. And on a physical level, which affects the body, by the way, that's why I bring it up. Everything affects the body. Everything. These shells respond to our emotional well-being, and that's the biggest point I'm going to hit in this, and that I can attest to. But first, let's get back to the physical things you can do. So we're highly toxified. The water is incredibly toxified. All of it. The water, with a few exceptions, all of our drinking water across the planet is highly toxified. And the biggest reason for that is obviously the system, the loopholes, the fact that the corporations run everything and money rules all that stuff that we know. And because of that, our systems aren't adequate. And if you've done any research, I've done some, you'll see that even though the people that process the water admit that what they're actually, at most, there might be exceptions, but most processing plants that process water across the planet, they're actually just designed to remove waste, meaning our poop, out of the water and whatnot, solids, and bacteria. There may be some chemicals removed, but for the most part, it's not designed to remove chemicals. So think about that. We've got all these companies we know are still, because of the inadequate laws and the way the corporations work, are dumping massive amounts of chemicals from their factories in the water. On top of that, we're dumping. Still, there's so many people across this planet that don't think about what they flush. Anything you put down there, the chemicals in it will end up in our drinking water. So when people are putting harsh chemicals like Ajax and bleach and liquid plumber, that's going into our drinking water. That's the truth. Some people like to say, no, that's not true. It's true. I've heard it straight from the horse's mouth from people that run these plants. It's true. Again, there might be a few exceptions, but for the most part, our water is highly toxified. And even if you think we're a highly medicated society, which needs to change, of course, as well, these drug corporations. And so a lot of the drugs that are in our system end up in the toilet. So in other words, people that are on antidepressants, they're sharing it with us. It's going into that toilet. Any drugs you're on are going into that toilet. Your body doesn't use it all up. Some of it doesn't get processed and gets into the toilet. So chemicals and drugs and all this stuff going down the drain. So our water is highly toxified. These companies and cars and everything else is polluting the air. The air is incredibly toxified. And we won't even get into this mysterious and still present and surprisingly still not completely known by the public, the chemtrails. We're being sprayed from above, and scientists are finding the results and the residue of this stuff in all the plants and trees and in the water. It's a real concern. So then we have our food. Our food is highly toxified, which is why the big battle against the big company, that keeps changing their name, Monsanto, and other companies that are, but generally all these companies, if it comes out of a package, first of all, the packaging process toxified the environment. Second of all, the food you're digesting, it's barely food. It's filled with things that are bad for us. So we're being toxified in the air. We're being toxified in the water. We're being toxified in the food, and we're being toxified in our brains and in our hearts. So we're highly toxified. And these shells respond to that. And this is one of the biggest reasons many of us believe why the cancers are so rampant. It's this toxifying, but more than that, it's our state of being. And we see this with all these people that actually cure themselves of cancer and other things. We see this with people, studies that show people that live over 100. The diets change, everything changed, but the one thing they always have in common is they're happy-go-lucky people. They see the bright side in everything. They live in the moment. They enjoy their life. The body responds to this. We know these shells will do anything we want, yet we keep denying it. But it's true. This is why people can cure themselves when doctors can't, because they choose to. This is why people that are happy-go-lucky live healthier, happier lives. Those of us that are happy-go-lucky rarely get sick. In my case, I never get sick, and there's a lot of other people that do that. The body responds. This is why when someone gets really stressed, they start to see their body breaks down. They start to get anxiety attacks, and they get all these other things because the body is manifesting. This body responds to how we feel. So the first most obvious thing in healing would be watch your diet, check your diet. Just start removing things. Stop eating fast food. Stop eating packaged stuff. If you can eat organic stuff, eat organic stuff. Whatever suits you, but that's an easy one. Just slowly take baby steps and you can start doing that. Exercise always helps. Keeping these machines moving keeps the wheels greased, keeps it going. So physical activity, staying in shape, even if it's just walks every day. So just those kind of things you can do. And then you can also look into Reiki healing. You can look into all the tons of incredible medicinal healings and natural things that heal us. You can definitely look into all that. By all means, do so. Any bit helps. Open your mind to all that. But for me, from my perspective, I can tell you, it's all in here and it's all in here. And if you, because honestly, I can eat anything, I can do anything, and I won't get sick. It's because I'm so happy, and it's because I'm so grateful. And the rare occasion I'm not, that's when that I get that odd tummy ache or a headache or whatever. Or a little few extra gray hairs pop in when I'm stressed. When I'm not stressed, they disappear. I'm good. But when I'm a little stressed, the little gray hairs pop in the same spot. It responds. So by all means, there's a world of ways to heal yourself, and by all means explore them. It's fun as well to explore them. But always remember that these shells respond. This is why even we see it with placebos. This is why placebos work. Placebo, if you don't know, was discovered hundreds, if not thousands of years ago, and that is medicinal healers, doctors. They found that if they just tell a person that they're going to give them a medicine, but it's actually just sugar, more times than not, it works. And it's because they believe it will. So if you forget how much these shells respond to us, remember the placebo. There's your proof. It's all the proof we need. If you don't buy that people are healing themselves of cancers and other things, which they are. If you don't buy that people are healing themselves, if you're not ready to accept all that, which is totally true and totally proven, and just think of the placebo. Remember the placebo. These bodies will respond. So fill your heart with happiness. Live in the moment. Ground yourself in nature. Do things that make you happy. Be childlike. It's important. It's medicine. Play, sing, and dance. It's not just for fun. It's needed. So fill your heart, fill your soul, as well as you can dabble in all the other things, and you will see amazing healing happen. Letting go of things that don't serve you emotionally. Letting go of the past. Not just being happy-go-lucky, but working through whatever issues you're still holding on to, because they're illusions and they stress out the body. So forgive, that's medicine. Forget, that's medicine. Accept, that's medicine. Ground yourself in nature, that's medicine. Be happy. Music, singing, playing, creating, art, hobbies, all of that stuff, it all comes together. You put all that together and you're in good shape. But before anything or after anything you do, make sure that you're feeding your heart and that you're serving yourself with your thoughts and you're being good to yourself and loving yourself. And if you do that, the body will respond. The body will heal. It's natural. This is designed to heal. It's designed to do anything. These shells can do anything, I'm telling you. The minute we all believe we can fly or jump into another dimension, truly feel it, know it with all our being, is the day we will. These shells are incredible. They'll do anything we want. So you want to heal? You're in the right shell for it. Just fill your heart with love. And sure, dabble in all the other things too, and they help as well. All the natural methods, and there's so many out there. And reducing things that toxify. Because even with this toxic environment, we've seen it with those of us that that live happy-go-lucky lives. We never get sick. Well, why am I not getting sick? I should be. I'm as toxified as you. Actually, compared to some of you, I'm a little more toxified. So why isn't it working? Why is my body resisting all these toxins and still doing wonderful? I'm 42 years old and I seem to be getting younger. Why is that? It's because my heart's filled with love and happiness. The placebo, don't forget the placebo. These shells will do anything. So just be happy. Live a life that serves you. Remove things that don't and do things that do. And that's it. Self-healing, my friend. Great question, Tony. Thank you.